Yes sir, what is going on YouTube? It is your boy Denali, aka Don Squally, out here on a very wet day here. Big shout outs to SoCal G for that windbreaker, man, really coming in handy today. But what I wanted to do today is go over a couple of the modifications that I ended up doing to the Project G35 over the last couple of days. So what I ended up doing is building some of these custom canards, as you can see. So as you guys know, I got a lot of like plastic material for making fairings and side splitters and front splitters. So I had a little bit left over, and what I ended up doing is cutting out two on either side of these custom canards. Now I did have the cardboard template made for the black G35, and I don't know, the canards on that card didn't really suit the style, so I didn't end up putting them on, but I did have the template, so I figured I'd go ahead and cut these out. Now for mounting, I just went ahead and got some L brackets, and first I double-sided taped them to the actual canard and then screwed through the canard into the bracket, and then obviously into the bumper on both sides, and I think it looks really sick, very race car like. Now in the last video that you guys saw, I pretty much made the decision this summer to track this car, so I want to make it as race car as possible. Now along with the canards, I also did some rear bumper modifications here. Oh, by the way, hashtag progress. But as you can see on the rear here, I ended up doing some bumper diffusers. Now what these are is basically if there's any drag or wind that gets caught in the bumper, which for this G35 I gotta say not too likely, because as you can see it's pretty much filled in with styrofoam there, but for the racer slash racer look I decided to put those on. So I did kind of the same thing, ended up trimming these out of some ABS plastic. Now I spent a little more time than I wanted to cutting out these center holes, but I wanted them to look pretty good, and I've seen them done on Civics before in the past, and you know, I kind of like the look. Definitely rices it up just a little bit. So what I want to do next for this thing before I get it to the track is put a giant wing. Now I was looking at some wings for 350Zs, and I think the 53 incher comes out pretty far. I want to have a big wide wing. Now I was hoping to go chassis mount, so I ended up leaving some space in between the plate and this diffuser here, but I think a more realistic option would probably be to mount to the back of the trunk and then come up. So if anybody knows somebody who's getting rid of a wing for cheap or wants to donate it to the cause, definitely let me know. Now as you guys can tell from the title of this video, I do have a new project car that's going to probably appear on the channel. Now I took a quick little video of that earlier on this week, so I was gonna make it its own video, but I think I'll probably just insert that clip right here and give you guys a little introduction. So what we have here is a 1994 Infiniti Q45. Now for those of you guys who are familiar with this thing, you will know that this thing in fact is rear wheel drive and has a V8. Just put those crappy Toyota hubcaps on this thing because I just can't stand seeing it on the Steelies. But in the spirit of full disclosure, this is not actually my car. A couple of buddies of mine actually went halves on this thing. My buddy Saran and also my buddy Z. This is my buddy Z. You guys will probably remember his car from the channel, and my buddy Saran's car. You guys probably might have seen that car on the channel a couple of times. But basically what happened is they went halves on this car. Now they have big plans and dreams. I'm not going to say this is for sure going to be a drift build because we all know what happens when I make those claims, but the plan is to hopefully take it to a couple of track days. Now guess we'll just do a little interior review here. Now this thing, relatively clean inside, to be honest. I'm not too sure who owned this thing, but the back seats look like they haven't even been sat in. Still really nice and soft. Obviously the front seat, your normal wear and tear from the driver's seat, but overall not in bad condition. Has that signature Infiniti clock right there. The radio, now this thing, not Tiptronic or manual, unfortunately. It is an automatic. But this right here is the key, because you'll be able to lock that in either first or second gear. Now it does look like right here we have an arrow, so I don't know if that means like you're supposed to like upshift and downshift from first to second, but I got a funny feeling that is probably going to be what happens in this car. Traction control also very important. Now I just want to point out one thing. Take a look at an Infiniti service manual from 1994. What? Oh my god, that is absolutely huge. But overall, everything relatively tidy. I guess we'll do a little startup. Now this thing runs absolutely like crap. It's been sitting for quite a while, but also, oh, got that automatic seat and steering wheel. Also, it's pretty well out of gas, so as you can see, we're very low. But it does run. I guess we'll do a little, if we can pop the hood here. I'm not too sure if that release is working. Doesn't feel like it, but maybe it's already popped. Oh yeah, she's good. So the hydraulics are a little pooch, so I'm gonna have to hold this here. But what this is, if I'm not mistaken, is a VH45 here. Big old battery. Honestly, the thing runs really nice. Gonna need to throw a big old fat cone filter on there. Like, it's super quiet. Not too sure when the last time anything was done with this thing, but to be honest, it's pretty nice. Sounds like it has a small exhaust leak. The slip and traction light is on for whatever reason, but that could be because we have a flat tire. 126,000 kilometers, which really is nothing for this car. So yeah, I figured I'd introduce this car since when they do come down to do some stuff on it, you know, I'll try to record some stuff and see if we can make this thing something special, man. Now, my boy Saran sent all kinds of videos on these cars, actually, with exhaust and drifting. So yeah, man, this is the 94 Q45 project car. So let me know what you guys want to see done to this thing. Obviously, it is not my car, so, you know, I'll just have to pass on the suggestions. But if you guys want to see this thing in action, definitely don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. So as you guys can see, we do have a nice Infiniti Q45, which is a little bit older than the G35s, but to be honest, still makes quite a nice little rear wheel drive drift car. Now my buddy has sent me quite a few videos of what he wants to do to that thing, so when they get here and, you know, start to do some builds on that, don't be surprised if you see a couple videos of it on the channel. But I'm thinking we are probably gonna put an end to this one. As you guys can see, getting our racer / ricer modifications going. I kind of like the way that they look. Just went ahead and threw some gloss black paint on there just to make things look a little bit better. But yeah, man, DIY racer Canards, I think they look pretty dope. So as always, if you guys did enjoy this video, don't forget to smash that like button. If you guys want to see more and you're not subscribed yet, definitely do so, because between all the cars we got going on here and this little project back here, man, we're gonna have quite a bit of content coming in the future. So yeah, let me know what you think of these ricer / racer modifications, man. Ricer nice. I'm not really sure at this point, but I gotta say, this car is definitely starting to grow on me. So with that being said, I am your boy Denali, aka Don Squally. I just want to say thank you guys for watching. We're gonna catch y'all at the next one, man. Peace.